Nation of Fit and 10, it is day 20. It's day 20, Jesus Christ. It's day 45. We got 25 days to go. You can still, though you may think that 25 days is not a lot. In the grand scheme of the challenge, it's still over a third of the challenge. So you can still make huge change. In fact, you will make huge change because the remaining bit of the challenge, especially the 4 weeks, is more heavily weighted. Okay, so you will definitely make more change. Keep your head down, stay focused, and do your best every single day, and it will add up. Okay, I promise you this. Okay, question. Do I recommend BCAAs and or pre-workouts? Okay, so for those of you who don't know what BCAAs are, it's not the British Columbia Automobile Association. Okay, it stands for branch chain amino acids. These are essential amino acids that basically get oxidized or utilized in high amounts when you are weight training. And they're also very important, especially leucine, which is one of them. They are very important for supporting protein synthesis. Okay, so turning on basically the muscle building cascade. So BCAAs, yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, essential amino acids in general are important. I do take personally branch chain amino acid product. Magnum is going to be coming out with an essential amino acid blend here very soon, so that's pretty cool. So basically, that's going to include your BCAAs, but also the other essential amino acids. At this stage of the game, yeah, these things will, they're always going to help, but 97% of this the foundation of the challenge is going to be real food. Okay, now when it comes to pre-workouts are a little bit different. Okay, so BCAAs would rank higher for sure than pre-workouts. Pre-workouts are basically they are basically a powder. Well, there are some pills, but they're mainly usually powders that people take prior to their workout. And they kind of fall in different scopes, so to speak, because it depends on the type you get, and based off of that, what they do for you. Okay, so there's different aspects you can get from a pre-workout. So, for example, you can get pre-workouts that help you with mental focus, like huge. Like there are some pre-workouts I've tried, and it's just like, they're not stimulant based. Okay, so it's not stimulants you're taking, but there are certain products in there that just keep you alert. Like you're alert. And Magnum has one called Pre4, and I just can't take it. I can't take it because I can't sleep if I take it. Even if I take it in the morning, I cannot sleep, so I never take it. And again, it's not a stimulation. It's not like caffeine. It's not like you're hyper. It's just you're just awake. You're alert. So that's kind of like one realm. Another realm is a stimulant based. Okay, so this is the caffeine or ephedrine type pre-workout that stimulates your nervous system and gets you wired. There's other aspects to pre-workout. So there's the pump factor. So this may not mean a whole lot to you, but when you guys are working out, let's say maybe you're doing biceps, because maybe you can relate to this. You're doing biceps, you're doing a lot of reps, you feel like the muscles are like they've expanded, or they feel really full, or they feel tight. That is the pump factor. So you can actually take products, because guys and girls that like working out, they enjoy this feeling or this idea of the pump. So you can take products to help with this. There's also the aspect of a pre-workout where you can help to, and this would be a more functional aspect, and this would be one reason why I would use one. Well, I'd use one for the pump aspect, but the ammonia / lactate buffering Okay, so this is just going to help with essentially giving you a little more stamina when you're working out. Okay, Magnum has one called, why am I drawing a blank on it? Because I use it, and I can't remember the name of it. Anyways, I should grab it here. But anyways, it does a really good job of this. So you can get maybe like, 5 or 8% more out of your workout. But I'm telling you right now, believe me when I say this, and I sell supplements, so I really have no there's no advantage in me saying this, but you get the most out of your training. You get the most out of your results from your training and your diet. There is no two ways about it. Supplements are just like, maybe do this much, seriously. Okay. All right. How am I doing here? 6 minutes? Okay. Alcohol. Why is alcohol so bad? I got this question. Why is alcohol so bad when it comes to working out? Well, there are several things. So let's look at just some obvious ones. So alcohol actually suppresses the production of testosterone in the body. Testosterone is like the master hormone for muscle building. It is a master sex hormone in the male body, but it's also important in the female body as well. And so this is one hormone that's really going to help you with recovery and an immune system and aggression and these types of things. I don't mean aggression in a bad way. I mean just your sense of energy. So you're going to get a suppression of testosterone. You're also going to get an increase of cortisol. Okay, now cortisol is that hormone that basically scavenges or is put out by the body to help in energy production. And part of the reason for this is because the liver can't do its job at glucose metabolism because it's toxified. Once the liver, if you put alcohol in the body, the primary job of that liver at that point in time is to detoxify the alcohol, because the alcohol is poisonous to the body. Okay, if it weren't for our liver, we would just die. We would get poisoned. Okay, and this is how we get alcohol poisoning, is just that basically the liver there's just too much alcohol. The liver can't detoxify all of it. So we get that cortisol production, which is not good for recovery, certainly not good for muscle building. It's going to do quite the opposite. It's going to break down muscle. It's a diuretic, so it's a very, very strong diuretic. And with this, when you are dehydrated, your body is going to be less apt to turn on protein synthesis, okay, to turn on essentially the recovery process, the muscle recovery process. It's going to affect your nerve conduction. Okay, now this is more so when you're under the influence, but if you are getting under the influence regularly, then you're going to have regular reduction in the the capacity or the proficiency of your nerve conduction. And this is essentially why we lose things like accuracy and balance and coordination when you're drunk, right? But if you do that enough and regularly, right, your body's in a state where it's always there. You're going to naturally just lose some of your ability to just balance. You're not going to be as coordinated. You're not going to be as accurate in terms of your what's the best way for me to put this? Your spatial knowledge, okay, or your spatial reality. And this is obviously going to affect your ability to contract your muscles. Okay, you're not going to be able to train as effectively. What did I write here? I wish I could read my own writing sometimes. Will affect physical performance. Okay, I already talked about that. Okay, cramping and lactate buildup. So again, liver plays a large part in helping to essentially rid the body of lactic acid. Again, it can't do that. You're going to cramp much easier. You're going to fatigue much easier. Again, part of that's also the dehydration aspect. Alcohol is also very high in calories. It's 7 calories per gram. Okay, carbohydrates and proteins are 4 calories per gram. Of course, fat's a little bit higher, but nonetheless, alcohol is still quite quite a ways up there, right? 7 calories per gram. It also affects the rhythm of your heart, okay? So it essentially affects the performance of your heart, okay? So, and those are just some of the reasons. There are more that I could list, but I'm not going to, okay? Because we are at 10 minutes and I need to get the message of the day. All right, message of the day. A reminder to you all, this is you versus you. Focus on yourself. You're always going to find someone who's better than you, or you think is better than you. You're always going to, be able to essentially look at the glass being half full, right? So, you've got to really put that out of your mind. I wouldn't even focus on the people that you're better than, okay? You just got to focus on you. Where are you at? Where are you going? What is your goal? Focus on that. You can't focus on what the person beside you is doing, or anybody else for that matter. This is you versus you. It serves you absolutely no purpose, no advantage for you to compare yourself to others. Okay? Figure out how you can help yourself and put those blinders on. And that's really all that matters. Sometimes it really drives me nuts. And I understand this, but people will look at their scan sheet, and on the scan sheet, it'll give you like a range where it's like, oh, if you're in this range, you're quote normal. And I really hate this because I don't really know what that means. Like normal, okay, so based on a certain populace, I fit in where a lot of other people fit in. Who cares? Like really, who cares? First of all, we're not all on the same level playing field, genetically speaking, okay? Some people can get away a lot more with other things. Other people are a lot more sensitive to certain things, okay? So we're not on the same playing field, so I could care less about other people or where I ought to be. I just want to see where I am. How can I improve? What do I want? What do I want to see? Of course, I'm speaking on your behalf, right? This is essentially you speaking to yourself. Where do you want to be, right? What do you want? Okay, and focus on that. That's what matters. It truly does, really. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. It's a long video today. Positive energy, positive vibes. Believe in yourself, and for the love of humanity, for the love of this world, for the love of the goodness of the oncoming future, we need some good energy out there. We really, really do, okay? Be thankful for everything you have. Give some gratitude, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. If you have not booked your scan because there was a problem on Sunday, please book it. It is up. Okay, www.calendly.com/train on main. Book your scan this Wednesday morning. I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.